Good evening, the great people of Africa. Good evening, the great people of Biafra all over the world. I greet and I welcome you to today's broadcast. And today's broadcast, we are going to be exposing everything that has been happening, that has been transpiring in Nigeria. Both the evil they have done against humanity. I am going to be exposing a lot tonight. I am going to be exposing a lot tonight because we are going to be talking about the response of the North to the Southern leaders. We are going to be talking about the death of Malafia or Malafia. We are going to be talking about it. So we are also going to be talking about, first and foremost, Obasanjo's view towards the loan that the federal government of Nigeria is about to go for. So make sure you stay with us, have patience with us. When you join us, try to invite others to join by sharing the video. When you join us, try to invite other people to join by sharing this video. It is very, very important. Invite others to join by sharing this video. We have a lot. We have many things to talk about, and these things are very, very pressing. They are very, very important. Vital information that we are bringing to you. When you come in, share the video for others to join you. Share the video for others to join you because we need to see many people joining us before we proceed. I've been trying to do this program, but when I connect, it's not showing on Facebook. So that's why I've been working, trying to sort the technical problem out. That's why we are doing this program very late. But I hope that Chukwu Biama will help us to speak in the language that you may understand, to speak in language that everyone that is involved may understand. One quick one, a digression before we proceed. It is every day the same story in the leadership of IPOB. Every day the same story. I think it is high time. I think it is very, very important that the leadership of IPOB focus on the matter at hand. Forget about gossip, forget about envy, forget about this conflict of interest. Because with this conflict of interest, I said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out of DSS custody. But the problem that is there is he was not happy. He is not happy by the decisions made by the leaders of IPOB. So, in this point in time, I think that the leaders of IPOB should try to focus on what they are doing. At the end of the day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not gonna die in DSS custody. He's not gonna stay there forever. He is going to come back very soon, and very, very soon. I don't in tokens that I do not know about, but he is going to come back very soon. Most importantly, let the leaders focus. Let the leaders speak the same language. Let the leaders try to understand and mitigate all this distraction all over the place. Sort yourself out. Leave Simon Ekpa alone. Let him do what God called him to do. There is nothing that is going to hinder the DOS while Simon Ekpa is still doing what he is doing, except the DOS is not interested in seeing any other winning. Like I always say in this struggle is not all about who did it. It's not all about how it is done. It is all about getting the result. It's all about getting the result. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give you credit when you deserve a credit immediately when he is released. That's the reason you need to focus your attention, your energy on actualization of Biafra and release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because when you leave it and you're doing other things, it won't take time for people to start calling you a saboteur. And you are nothing less than a saboteur. If you continue to digress this task that we are fighting for, it is not going to be a long time for people to call you a saboteur, and you will answer them because you are a saboteur. Anybody who is trying to distract what is going on right now, it is true. I said that DOS is DOS. No one would take DOS away from the DOS. That is most important thing that everyone need to understand. But Simon Ekpa is Simon Ekpa. You can never take his good work away from him. That is another thing that you need to understand. He is doing a very great job. Allow him. Allow him. There is a parable in the Bible that says that parable of, is it 7 or 5 people who were given different amount of money or different type of seeds. Some of them buried their own on the ground, while some of them invested their own. At the end of the day, they were called to give account of what they have done with the things that they were given to. The one who invested bring the fruit of his investment. The one who buried it on the ground went and dug the same thing that he was given. And the other one, as you may know the story. So that is how it is going to be. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will expect so many of you in the leadership to know he is going to remove so many leadership in IPOB. Right today's date, right what I'm telling you. He is going to remove many leadership in IPOB. He is going to make sure that those who did not invest or upgraded are going to be sidelined. So be very, very careful in the way you trade. Be very, very careful in the decisions you make. Because let him not come out and see that what he handed you over to, you are busy gossiping with it instead of using the position that he gave you to focus, to fight the enemy. You and Simon Ekpa, you guys have a common enemy. That's what matters. Focus and face the enemy head on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is quite aware of Simon Ekpa and whatever he is doing. He is aware. I know that Simon Ekpa, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he is going to get his credit. DOS, are you going to get your credit? Because there is division of labor. God gave people a calling, but every calling has its own department. There are people, that is the same thing that is confusing a lot of religious leaders. When you are called to be a pastor, you start calling yourself a prophet. You know, When you are called to be a priest, you start calling yourself apostle. So there are many things that is our problem, and it's all about power of colonialism. And at the end of the day, we talk about decolonizing because whatever you are instilling into your people as a leader today, you are decolonizing them. That's what you are doing. You need to decolonize yourself first. You will be able to find a way to decolonize others, because what you are doing right now, you are showing the people that are looking up to you that you are nothing. That's exactly what you are doing. And do not blame anybody when people start losing faith on you, when people start following other people and leaving you behind. I wouldn't want that to happen. Give honor to those whom honor is due. DOS, you have my respect. So as Simon Ekpa. But you need to understand that your calling and the calling of Simon Ekpa is quite different. Focus, do your own, and allow him to do his. At the end of the day, after every, you check the miles. So pay attention. Pay attention to what we are about to do. Kindly, when you join us, please share this video, invite others to join. As you can see, the government of Nigeria is determined to borrow the country away, so that in your next generation, even your next generation will still be paying the money that the government of Nigeria borrowed. Do you know the problem of borrowing this money? It is not about borrowing the money. It is about what that money is used for. Government of Nigeria borrowed money 5 months ago. They borrowed money. They took a loan 5 or 6 months ago. I know you are aware of that. You are not aware. So after that, they are calling to, why is government of Nigeria taking loan? Where is the money realized from the oil sale? Where is it coming from? What is this money that is being borrowed for? If the road in all over the place are messed up, that is the question you need to be asking this government. I am going to also place to you the opinion of the former president Obasanjo towards the borrowing, because one called his attention. This is not about politics anymore, because they are actually trying to sell this country. And when they sell this country, the only people that will remain in that will have take over, or that country will be handed over to, are the Fulanese. Because all the loans that they are taking, all the loans that Nigeria government is taking, it is all about giving security to Fulani. It is all about giving security, shelter, food to Fulani. I want you to pay very good attention tonight. You might be able to learn something. It might not be constant, but you might be able to learn something if you pay very good attention. If you are from the north, pay very, very good attention, because we are going to talk about the north. If you are from the south, west, pay very, very good attention to what we are going to do, because your destiny is in your hand. Your future is in your hand for you to shape it, because you have been given away. You have been given a glimpse of what you need to do to save yourself from this mighty mess that you find yourself into. Those things that I am going to tell you, many more, what you are going to do to save yourself. So let us look into what Obasanjo said with regards to Buhari going to IMF or Chinese to take a loan. I don't know which financial institution they are going to use, but all that is there is that Buhari is going to take a loan. The country is on debt that I don't know when they will be able to finish the debt. So if you are calling yourself a Nigerian, I will give you many reasons why you should not call yourself Nigeria. You should be ashamed of yourself when you hold that passport green. I am going to give you a very good reason why you should be shy before calling yourself Nigeria. Let's listen to former President Olusegun Obasanjo.
If you want to build a commercial house and you go and borrow money and you have 50% of your own money and you borrow 50%, and in 5 years you will pay the 50% that you borrowed, that is a right thing to do. But if you have to go and borrow money for you to be able to feed you and your family, that's a stupid thing too. So if we are borrowing for expenditure, it is high time. If we are borrowing for development, can pay itself. Of course, that is understandable. Then the paying itself, how long will it take to pay itself? But if you are borrowing and you are accumulating debt for the next generation.
Did you hear that? We are borrowing, accumulating debt for the next generation, because that is exactly what they are doing. But Obasanjo just want to still be political about it, because these people, they politicize everything. Even if the country is burning, the thing they like to do it is to politicize everything, because and that is the reason why they will keep being where they are, because what is about to come, it is going to affect everybody. It is going to affect everybody. What is harming, because they are cooking this over and over again. When I talk about what is going to come, I am not talking about just to say, because I can say what is about to come. I am talking about what they are cooking, that they are going to present to you in 2022. What they are planning, that they are going to present to you in 2022. Because when you look at, they took a loan 6 months ago. They are calling to. Why are they calling to take a loan? Because Boko Harams are coming out in their numbers, in their million, in their 500s of thousand. They are coming out. They are coming out. They are going to be needing a shelter. They are going to be needing a food. Boko Haram. We are talking about Boko Haram. They will need all these things to survive, because the federal government of Nigeria, the only people that they cater for right now is Boko Haram. Is to make sure that those Boko Haram, that money they are going to borrow, they are going to use it to buy more volcanoes. They are going to use it to buy more ammunitions, more guns, and explosive, to give to this Boko Haram, to make sure that these ones who are coming out to join Nigeria as a country, because these people, remember that these people are terrorists. Remember that these people are not from Nigeria originally. So these same people are the same people who are okay, last week they released 400 or 565 Boko Haram, or 465 Boko Haram. That was what they released last week. And they are busy making sure that they release more. I am going to show you what the people have to say about it. I am going to show you a video as well. They keep releasing Boko Haram every day. They announce the one they want to announce. Those ones you see that is being announced are actually the ones that are being followed up by some of the media. They will announce to you that 500 was released. Perhaps it might be 2,000 Boko Haram members has been integrated. They will tell you that these are repented Boko Haram. Who told you that that a terrorist will always repent? The same thing I'm telling you, I am going to prove that what we say here, we tell you the truth. Because the same thing I've been telling you, that this Boko Haram, when they feel they don't have food anymore, when they feel that their guns and their bullets are finished, do you know what they do? They start coming out from the bushes and start telling the Nigerian government they have repented. They were abducted. They were not, it was not their intention to be in a terrorist. That's what Nigerian government are going to be telling you. How do you find out? You open the border for these people to come out, and still people are not waking up or realizing what you are doing. You open the border. These people are thrown into Nigeria. After that, how did they get there? It is indeed, it's very, very sad. It is very, very sad. I wish you will be able to realize exactly what is going on in this damnable contraption called Nigeria. I wish you will be able to realize exactly what is going on in this contraption called Nigeria. Most especially the people in the north. I wish they will realize what is going on in Nigeria. I don't know how scared that these northern people are. I don't know how scared you can be that you are not able to realize exactly what is going on in the country. That you believe that you are the boss. You are actually fighting for power. But by the time we finish tonight, if you are not paying, if you never paid attention, make sure you paid attention. You pay attention. If you are in the group of Hausas, make sure you share this video to them, because they need to realize that what is coming, we have a common enemy. You need to make them realize that what is coming on their soil, that they must understand that they have the same enemy, just like the people in the south, and they're supposed to be uniting themselves together, fighting this common enemy first. Because if they believe that they have the power, if they believe that they are safe, they will be being swallowed by this Fulani Caliphate that are coming from Mali and Sahel. I am going to show you a lot today, because let's finish with Obasanjo. This is his view towards the loan the federal government is about to take again. Because this mask wearer is, when they take loan, they share it amongst themselves. They use the rest to buy ammunition for the federal government. They only taking loan for bribery and the sponsorship of terrorism. That is what they are taking loan for. And yet IMF, for you to see how evil these people are in the world, IMF and whichever country that is granting them this loan, they keep granting them this loan, even though they know what these loans are used for. I want you to pay attention. I want you to understand that when you are crying things, hoping that the United Nations is going to come for your safety, they aren't going to come for anything. They will not come for anything. The only way you are going to supersede this principle of this United Nations, and because when you go to court with them, they will win you. It is all about principle. It is all about principle. So how they will defeat you is that when you tell them you did this and that, they didn't pay attention to you. It's the only way you are going to win them. They will tell you that They don't have right to come into your country and fight your battle. It is not within their jurisdiction. You need to fight for yourself first. You need to fight for yourself first. Because they pay more attention to the federal government because they have something to benefit from federal government. And they are going to remain with your federal government because they are seeing what the federal government want them to see. Because the same federal government is on bribery spree, making sure that your voice is not heard. You will see that even when you finish speak today, they will limit that your speech to be within the IOB. That's what they are doing. Both Facebook, all this media house. Because at the end of the day, you will believe that when you speak, that it is moving. This same loan they are taking, this is the same thing they are using this same loan for. This same loan they are taking, it is what they are going to use this same loan to do, to bribe the media, to make sure that the media not present any prima facie. As you know, they want to make sure that the media does not present anything that will implicate them. Once you post it, they will they will make sure that they suppress it from being seen by the world. What governs the world is principle. It is not, you are not fighting against flesh and blood. You are fighting against principle. That same principle is the same principle that will give them the mindset to take money and bribe the media. The media will now show the world what they want the world to see. No matter how much you rant on the media, the world is not going to see you. They're not going to pay attention to you. The only people that will be seeing you is your people. Once they have recognized you, once they have marked your media profile, they limit it. This is the same thing they have been doing. That's what they did during 1967 war, that the whole world did not know. Even in Africa, you will find someone in Africa, you ask them about 1967, they do not know about it because the media houses were suppressed. They were bribed. As you can see what is going on here now, this is what has been. This loan they are taking, they will never use it to build your infrastructure. They will never use this loan to create jobs. They will never use this loan to build a hospital. They're going to cut me off. They will never use this loan to build an infrastructure. But they will use this loan to bring terrorism, to make terrorism have more power than you of the indigenous of the contraption. They are going to make those terror have more power because the more they are taking them, accepting them from being repented Boko Haram, they will be giving them IDP. Those lands that they are giving them IDPs, they are going to occupy it. From there, they will start trooping into villages at night, taking over those villages. When they troop into those villages in the north, because this is happening in the north, but the people of because of their wickedness and selfishness, they don't want to stand tall and come clean. And that is the reason why they are being swallowed today. Because those IDPs, they are going to map out and be given to the terrorists. Those places they are going to give these terrorists. These terrorists will still have access to many things. We are still on the reason why they are taking loan. To create IDPs more for the terrorist housing. To have more food for the terrorists. To have more ammunition for the terrorists. To bring super volcano from America for terrorists. Because this is what they are doing. In case if you are paying attention, make sure you pay very good attention. Because the contraption, when I said before that the contraption, it is going to be colonized. It is going to be taken over. Just like the same way for Afghanistan. Did you check? Have you ever tried to check? No, you wouldn't check because you believe that there is something I need to remind you. There is something you need to understand tonight, that these people call the Islam. There are two types of Islam. There are the real Islam who understand the Quran. There are the Islam who uses the Quran to do evil. Because with those ones, the Quran, you know what they do? They believe in violence. They call the Islamist religion violent religion. And the only thing they are doing is the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. Power, power, power. They want to have the power to rule over the rest of the Islamic people and as the rest of the world at large. This is their agenda. And that their agenda is what they have fulfilled in Afghanistan. And they want to make it happen in the whole of Middle East. That is the same reason why United Arab Emirates, they have gone to Israel to buy their Iron Dome to protect themselves from the terror attack of this Islamist nation that they want to take over. They want to be more powerful than every other person. That is their agenda. In case if you don't know, you know it now. You only have AK-47. You only have all this. The highest thing you have RPGs. These terrorists are well equipped. These terrorists, you don't know where they are bringing fighting equipment. You don't know. We are still coming there. Let's finalize with Obasanjo. You are going to hear some videos that will. You are going to hear some videos that will take you through to what I am saying.
After them, it is criminal, to put it mildly, to do. So what are you borrowing for? When I came into government as elected president, we were spending
We are back. The network or they keep dropping our frame, but we must continue. We must continue. And we are live and we are direct. It is 30 minutes on top of the hour, regardless of your place of domicile. I am going to show you a video. I want you, in this video, I want you to pay very, very good attention to this video that I'm about to show you. Pay very, very good attention. When you are joining, make sure you share the video. Invite others to join. Invite others to join so that this video will reach to the right people. So pay very, very good attention to this video I am going to show you now.
This has become a subject of debate in a number of circles by watchers of Nigeria's security situation. A school of thought believes that there is nothing wrong in getting the terrorists to their arms, but the attention should be paid to rehabilitating the hundreds of thousands of victims of war waged by these terrorists. They say these are people that deserve priority attention, not terrorists responsible for the problem. A few weeks ago, reports of mass surrender of Boko Haram fighters dominated the airwaves as nearly...
Are you paying attention? Are you seeing what is I am seeing? Pay very good attention. There is something I want you to hear.
6,000 of them, including their families, surrendered to Nigerian troops. This report, which was raised with skepticism by some persons, was attributed to both kinetic and non-kinetic operations of the military. Days later, a report published by the United Nations surfaced. The publication detailed the secret government tied Sulu, an Arabic word made on peacemaking, designed to pull commanders of terrorist groups out of the force, rehabilitate them, and provide them with a means of livelihood under the watch of the DSS. The Nigerian government and its security agencies are yet to confirm nor refute the report. Security experts argue that such a deal only reward mass killers and may be employed to activate terror sleepers. Terrorists to argue to some. The fear put together, and I think it's we've really gotten to the lowest edge the nation can get to. If we at the same time says we not negotiate or pay ransom to release schoolboys and schoolgirls that are kidnapped by bandits, I will say we will not negotiate, we will not pay, we will not negotiate. I know we are willing to pay terrorists to argue to surrender. Now the fear in this is that we're playing a particular agenda, we're playing to the hand of a particular agenda. When you release these terrorists, they are not repeats. Government have said that.
Are you hearing? Are you paying very good attention? For those of you in the north, are you paying very good attention? Because of what they are releasing to your ground, That is the reason why Mazi the Kanu is in the DSS custody today, because he want to stop this from coming to even your land. He wanted to fight for you. He is actually fighting for you. He was going to put a plan in place to make sure that your land is not taken over. If you had allowed him in, but you refuse to let him in. Rather, you place bounty on his head. You are going to pay. You are going to pay. Except if you come clean now. Because what is going to come to the north, the Nigeria, mostly to the northern Nigeria, 2022. Because that is the reason why I keep telling you that there will be no 2023. When they keep presenting for you 2023 presidency, you will be blind chasing after this 2023 presidency. While these people are busy taking a loan to fund their terrorist organization. Taking a loan to fund their terrorist organization. Do you know that that country you are staying into right now, they are on debt? They have a lot of debt to pay. Maybe the coming generation might not be able to finish the debt. And you call yourself one Nigeria. Pay very good attention to this guy.
The news we were fed with, which of course I objected to that, it couldn't have been true, was that because of the military pressure, because of hunger and the good battle fatigue, because of the division within the terrorists, that they decided to surrender.
Are you hearing it? Because of hunger. This is the same reason why I told you the last time that these people, the only reason why they are coming out of the bush is because their armors are finished. Their armors are finished. They cannot fight anymore in the bush. They want to re-strategize. That's the reason why they are coming out of the bush. Now this guy is telling you the same thing. He's telling you that it's because of hunger inside the bush. There is no livelihood for them inside the bush. And number two, they want to re-strategize. And secondly, and most importantly, when these people armors, they are fighting, this thing is finished, fighting armors is finished, is when they will come out. They have no choice. Then they will come out to use I have repented to re-strategize. When they re-strategize with I have repented, that then the stupid cowardice people you have are watching the government integrating these people and giving them ID camps, giving them IDP camps. And after giving them IDP camps, in the night they will be from that IDP camps. They are. It is like during the day, there are good people. At night, they go into the community and start terrorizing the community. And you will start giving them different names that are terrorizing the community. Because they will fly at night, in the morning, the child will die. That's exactly what they are doing. If you are not paying attention, pay very, very good attention to this guy more.
Growths. And we said this was not natural, this couldn't have been true. But that was the story government decided to sell to Nigerians until we got the United Nations report, which actually explained that this was, it has been going on for a while. It didn't just start. It's just that now they try to do it on a larger scale. These guys have not repented, but they are loved by government with money. And we are playing into their own strategy to give them access to Nigeria. So what the danger is that a terrorist who have not really repented, who have not been debriefed, who have not gone through the radicalizers, they are released into the society. So what they do, they take their position. They go to different parts of the country where they want to settle, they settle there, and they continue their regular activity. And we should also know the danger that we face, that today there's so much small arm and life weapons in the hand of the outside government, outside law enforcement. So it means that once these guys are out and they're out there, they can still access arms and ammunition, they can still access weapons.
Once they are outside, they can still access weapons. They can still access everything that they want to use. Because now they will be terrorizing you from underground, exterminating you from underground. These boys are machineries, killing machines, are the ones they are bringing into your community, giving them IDP camp. And you are promoting it, or you are keeping quiet. It is really a curse. Now I have made peace with when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that whatever that is happening to the north is the curse of what they have done. As you can see, it is indeed a curse, because their community is being taken over. Their voice is not even heard in the media. They are crying, but their voice is not heard in the media. Listen to another person, what they have to say as well.
Something like that, then we are leading this country to a serious disaster.
You are leading this country to a serious disaster. They know what they are going through. The media keep blocking their voices.
Because there's no how somebody who commits, kill people, destroy people, then you bring say, okay, I'm going to do Sulu. Sulu for what? Have you offended? Has God offended them? Government has not offended them. They are the one that offended the government. We have not done anything wrong to them. Now, if you call and say, okay, this is the problem of the government. Well, this is what government has done. Government has not done anything to them. Unlike the Niger Delta, the Niger Delta is purely economic. They say, okay, this is what you want. Then you give them the economy, then they stop. But what of these people? What has government done against them that they are causing this thing? So for government to come and say they are going to do through them house, go and trade and all this and that, if this allegation is true, then it is unfortunate for this country. We are gone.
The experts say if the government fails military campaign,
that is the problem. They are still calling it allegation. They are still calling it allegation. It is very, very plain to see, but they are still calling it allegation. That is how daft they are. And that is the reason why their places communities are being taken over. They are running away. They are being displaced from their home every day. The reason why this fight is not about this is not actually a fight only against the Christians. Because that is what so many of you whom have turned to a Muslim in the north believe. This is a battle of taking over Nigeria. It is not a battle of Christian or a battle of whatever. It is a battle of colonization. If you don't have ears, make sure that you pay attention and listen to what we are doing. If you love yourself in that country, because I know that the land of Biafra is secured. I just need to be giving praise to those gullible, brave people that are protecting the land. All you need to do is keep praying for them. All you need to do is keep laying your support. That is what you need to do for this gallant guys on the ground. Because if not for these people, if you experience what the North is experiencing, my dear, you will not even stay in that place for a minute. The Northern people, they are used to violence because they have been staying with violence all their lives. Because they accepted Fulanis into their community and they share their land with them. That is what is going on. Pay very good attention to this guy, to this video that I'm showing you.
Was not yielding enough result, it called have engaged mercenaries. For them, the government must clarify if granting a formal amnesty, as the are not being held to account for any crimes they committed in a brutal.
They are not being held to account for any crime they committed. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was only prophesying for what is going to happen, what is coming to Nigeria, and they took him and detained him in DSS custody. They are detaining him in DSS custody without presenting him to the court. He is actually advocating for your safety. He is actually advocating for everybody's safety. That is the reason why he is in DSS custody. Lost his freedom. The most important thing these people in Nigeria you need to understand before they will accept to call themselves one Nigeria, or before they will start saying power from this place, power from that place, power must come from the south, power must come from the east, power must come from the sun. Because these things that they are telling you, they are making sure that they are playing games with you. They are playing games with you. After this video, there is a story I will tell you, a brief story I will tell you about this former deputy governor of CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria. There is a small brief story I am going to tell you, and I am going to tell you what killed him, and I am going to tell you how they allowed him to die. They made him to die. They orchestrated what killed him, and they allowed him to die with it. I know that not all many news in Nigeria is going to show how he died. all the propagandas that is within his death. But we are going to expose it tonight. Make sure you keep sharing the video. Make sure you keep sharing this video. But for now, let's pay attention to the integration of the terrorists into your
conflict that is now in its 12th year.
If you study the issue of amnesty to in many countries or in many continents, there are reasons behind granting of amnesty to offenders. Mostly, it occurs with political offenders when there are issues of rivalry to position power, and maybe the whole position has probably caused some mayhem, caused some level of death, kill, and then you're now talking about reconciliation. And in the mode of that reconciliation, you can now say, okay, we grant a blanket amnesty to all other offenses that the other party has committed, so that can reconcile and have peace in your country. What is the underlying philosophy behind this amnesty that Sheikh Gumi himself spearheaded, which the government of the day to be buying over? What is the idea behind it? Is it that these guys have shown enough remorse and they have shown enough repentance? And what are the basis for the boss? When they were coming out from the bush, where they have been killing and many Nigerians, did they come with their guns? Did they return their guns? Have they been able to provide vital information to the Nigerian security authorities as to where their colleagues are, who are still causing mayhem, killing every day? And now it's as a result of the dubious policy.
These people, they would come out of the bush leaving their guns behind, and they will not give a relevant information that will make Nigeria government to go into the terrorist camp and destroy it. They will not give this information, but they tell you they have repented. And some of them might tell you that they were kidnapped and they were forced into doing these things. Where was the guns and ammunition that they were using? So who let them go? Have you ever seen a terrorist organization leaving some of the terrorists go and repent? Just like that. You people are being made fool out of. They are making a big fool and a big mockery of you guys.
Of the government that have actually emboldened the people, these criminals, that are doing what they're doing. It doesn't that nowhere is safe in this country, except God himself that is protecting us. This is actually the idea. We need to understand the idea. We need to understand the objective, the philosophy behind this clarion call, for this amnesty. Have they been public profiled? What are the basis for it? If we don't understand it, we cannot be able to actually give even legal.
Including unrepentant criminals will not change their stance, drawing lessons from past events where bandits were paid to give up on their criminal activities but still went back to the business they knew best.
Government in Kenya shouldn't attack. It's just like encouraging them, because by the time you give them the money, they go and buy more arms and come and attack you the more.
They will appeal. We saw the governments, we saw.
They are going to be giving money. Are you paying attention? By the time you give them that money, that is the reason why your federal government is taking loan in and out, taking loan every day. That is the reason why they are taking this loan with a high interest rate, because they are high-risk lenders. They are seen as high-risk lenders. For those of you who did economics, they are seen as high-risk lenders. Because the most important thing is that they know that the IMF or whoever that is giving this government loan, they knew that this government is a high risk. They know. That's why they will give you this loan with a maximum interest rate. Those who did e-commerce will be able to understand. Will be able to understand what I am talking about. Because when they give you high interest rates that you will not be able to pay, then they are going to use the oil in the Biafra land to be paying. You don't even know what they are using as a collateral in all this loan they are taking. They took loan 6 months ago, billions of dollars, and they are coming for another loan, another billions of dollars. You're only using it for one agenda: building the terrorists that they left in Nigeria, giving them shelter, giving them security, giving them everything. Look at them. Tomorrow, that some of them, when the ammunition is finished, they come out, they bring them into, you know what they are doing exactly? Those people who are coming out are the children of these terrorists that are in the bush. The children and the siblings and the family members of these terrorists that are in the bush, they bring those people, they send them, go and repent. They will take you in. Just tell them you were kidnapped, tell them you were abducted. Because the same people who are sponsoring this Boko Haram and terrorism is still Nigeria government. The real proxy that sponsors this terrorist, this Lafia that died, mentioned the real proxy in Kaduna State. So that is how it is. These people you see on your screen, those ones they call repented Boko Haram, are their family members, the people they are fighting for. The people that will come in, be taking over your community while they are killing you in your community and displacing you. These people that are so-called repenting are the family to this Boko Haram, coming and taking a refuge, occupying the land that they have won over. Because this is a plan. And this plan is coming out, is unfolding gradually. It is unfolding gradually. If you do not pay attention, it will extend even to the west. It will extend even to Biafra land. That is the reason why you need to support ESN. That is the reason why you need to stand in the last command given by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because if they place anybody in Anambra State, it is going to be their slaves. And they are going to destroy every security you have put in place. You don't have weapons. You don't have enough weapons. Because once they place someone like Hope Uzodinma in Anambra State, that's why there must be no election. So that whoever they are placing there, you must know he is an enemy to the people. He is an enemy to the whole of the masses of Igbo land. Let them choose that person without election and place that person and impose that person on you. Just like they are busy. They are busy threatening you with it. I am going to also show you what the interview with this guy had. One of the candidates of Anambra State had. I am going to unpack that interview for you to understand exactly what these people, what they are, the politics they are playing with your lives. Because at the end of whatever they say, they will still say the same thing. That you wouldn't want, they are threatening you. You wouldn't want Anambra to be like Imo State, where they impose them with the Hope Uzodinma. And you will believe they are talking on your behalf. But let's finalize this. We are going there. Because we are going to be
we are giving houses, we are giving terrorist commanders to have them settled.
It's Kondiga. But before that time, there are more than 20 to 30 villages and towns.
You do, but bandits will always be bandits, terrorists will always be terrorists, because there are fundamental driving force. There's a psychology that the terrorists. I don't know, psychology. It's not bribing with money. They have money. They have money. Go check. The stores provide enough money for them. If you go to see the kind of armory they have, the equipment they have, the vehicles they have, brand new many times. So it's not a matter of money. Who have received it. Look, we must understand with you. here, that not everybody who is in the Boko Haram went there willingly. There are some people that were conscripted. There are some people who actually died of fighting. But there are crack commanders, crack terrorists who will be willing to fight to death, right? Who will not go for your money. But when you give them the option to say, look, come and join us, and we will have access. That's still the Trojan horse theory that strategy that I spoke to you about. You are opening the door for these people to come into the environment and continue their activity.
They believe that justice must be served to the victims of the war, and government ought to have provided sustainable support to those who lost their loved ones and their livelihoods.
The issue of surrendering.
Are you seeing the amount of people who have lost their loved ones and their livelihood? They have lost their loved ones, their livelihood, everything they have worked for, everything they have. They are being moved away. And they are being placed in IDP camps. And the real terrorists are taking over their community because they don't pay attention. And the evil that men do dwells with them.
Of Boko Haram and those who surrender all the standards. If you go to Borno State, when you see some people, you will pity them. If you travel from Maiduguri to Bama, the only town you will see from Maiduguri to Bama now is Kondiga. But before that time, there are more than 20 to 30 villages and towns that have not been wiped out. And if you go and see them, their condition is so pathetic. And by the time God is saying, okay, they are going to maybe give them something to cushion the effects. How many people are going to give them? That's number one. Secondly, if government release 100 million naira, let's say for instance, hypothetically, 100 million, say okay, go and buy food stuff for the victims. By the time they go and buy the food stuff, maybe the one they will get in past maybe 10 to 20 million naira. I think what the government should do, the best thing is to intensify the fight against the terrorism. One, that one is gone. Government can now have time to look at who are the victims. Once the insecurity curtailed, then this one they fall into like. Let me tell you, a lot of them, a lot of the victims, they are not after government.
The government that you are calling on are the government that are projecting these things. They are the ones sponsoring this thing. They are the ones creating all this terrorism saga that is going on. And you are telling them to intensify. Intensify what? Intensify their sponsorship to the Boko Haram or what? There is nothing they are going to intensify. How can they? Are they going to intensify the security? When you are a committed military, you go into the bush. Your colleagues are going to put a gun on your head and blow your skull up. What is that thing that they are going to intensify?
Justice to the criminal. It is only when you have done justice to these three parties that you can say justice has been done. So if you now forgive the Boko Haram element by whatever means, this is what we call government magic. You remember for that they call government magic. So by government magic, the terrorists have been forgiven. They are given starter pack. They are reintegrated into society. Then you ask yourself, the 2 million IDPs, the over 150,000 people that have been killed by these same people, those who have had their business destroyed, the entire nation that was traumatized. You see, go around Abuja, you see relics of the attacks on Abuja.
The people who were traumatized, who were taken away from their homes and placed under IDP camps, they are not being given attention. The people who were traumatized, for those of you clamoring one Nigeria, there is Fulanization. The people who are getting shelter, the people who are first choice to be looked after are the repentant terrorists. Listen to it. They are the repentant terrorists. Those are the people who are being taken care of. But the real people who are hungry, they are not being taken care of.
And then you have Nigeria, the conscious, and then the international community. Now, the danger of this to you as a Nigerian is that next time you are traveling, people want to scrutinize your visa twice. They want to do additional more background check on you because you could just have been either directly or indirectly related to the terrorist elements that have been released into the country. So there's a red flag. It places a red flag around the world as to what Nigeria is up to. It is they that need starter pack to start life again. This is the IDPs that need loan. Is the IDP that need agriculture input? Is the IDP that need all manner of support to go back and start?
That is what you are seeing. That is how it is. And this is what they will keep doing until you change the way you reason, until you change the way you are thinking, until you see that Biafrans are not your problem, ESN are not your problem. These people are going to displace everything in the north out of their home. They are going to displace everything out of their homes. They are going to do it. Let us. Okay. Now let's quickly. As you may have seen, the video of South government, the video of the South leadership who are there deceiving themselves that the power must come from the South. The presidency must come from the South. We are going to touch on that, and I'm going to show you the response, because I was supposed to show you this response in my last video, but I couldn't get hold of this video, but apparently I got more and more of them. Because when these people, when they are being deceived, they are not aware when they are being deceived. Because the only thing they are chasing after is a shadow, money, power, promises they have made. Just one promise, they will begin to thwart. If you see the meeting that they had, the South leaders had last week, the meeting that they had last week, they said that the presidency must come from the South. The presidency must come from the South. When I heard that meeting, I was laughing at these people. I was just laughing at them, because politics is making some people, or power tussle, or the hunger for power is making people losing their integrity, making people losing their intelligence. It's making people to appear like an illiterate. That is what politics has been doing to these South leaders, because they are dreaming. I am telling the South leaders, you guys are dreaming. If eventually there will be anything that will be like 2023, if you smell that leadership, good luck Jonathan is also coming to. He's also coming close. He's also coming close. You people are just deceiving yourselves. You guys are deceiving yourselves. Politics is addictive. When you guys are addicted to politics, you will know nothing else to do. They said that power must come from the north. Let me show you the first response. On that same day that they held that meeting, let me show you the response they received. The same day they held the meeting, that the presidency must come from the south, from the south. Because they do not know that they are playing a game.
You see,
pay attention.
President of Nigeria, as I rightly said some few days ago, can come from any section of the country. You see, we make mistake always. You don't regionalize a president. president of country should be best among us will be picked from anywhere. Best among us who we believe can do. I'm not one of those that who believes that the president must be a northerner, not be a southerner from south. No, I don't believe in that. I believe in a president that can deliver the goods to people of Nigeria. Where
are you hearing the words of politics? Are you hearing the words of politics? Pay attention for you people who are in the south saying you want power to shift to the south. At the end of the result, they will tell you it is a game of number. Pay attention.
This country belongs to all of us. It's immaterial. As it can, he might come from Ogoja. He might come from what is it? This Badagry. He might come from Emawa. He might come from Anambra. The best among us should be the one that should be encouraged to lead us. It is not yet time because we have a sitting president right now. But when the president is leaving, all of us as Nigerians, as leaders who have occupied political position one way or the other, then we'll begin to search for who will be able to wear this size 14. That, president of Nigeria is size 14, is not 12.
Okay, they make you a joke. That's what they keep making you, a big joke, a joke of century. They are making you a joke. That's what they keep doing to you. They make you a joke. When you keep planning, after planning, they will bring in their terrorists from Sahel. They will still vote. And they are going to still place the same people, nomadic people, that are going to put you, Fulanize you. Because that is the agenda. Do you think when you hearing Fulanization, you think it's a joke? You think Fulanization is just a joke that we talk about it, just it's gone? Or maybe people are ranting about Fulanization. So that is the reason why you are claiming that you want a leadership to come from the south, when they have already planned how they will still retain this leadership, because there will be no election. What you are going to see is Fulanization agenda. Because all these people who are trooping in, they are going to be dressing good, trooping into south. You think they are not Fulanese. They will wear a good cloth, throwing themselves into the south, because this is a new strategy. They are re-strategizing. They will be going into south, one after another. And these security operatives are going to be providing them with ammunitions. Because Fulanization agenda in every state in Nigeria, they have placed a head of security there that is going to be championing their cause, that is going to be their errand boy. The same way they place Hope Uzodinma in Imo State. That is what they are doing. They have placed in every state, their errand boy called the head of security in every state. Whenever they will start coming slowly, small, coming into your state, you will not even know, you won't see them coming. You will think it's this business allergies. They will be going slow, small. Or if they don't want to maintain their cool, they will be jumping down with this track, trooping into the south. When they come there, the security operatives will give them what they need. Like the way they were throwing ammunitions and food and everything for them in Sambisa Forest. Courtesy of Aerofy. So when you are seeing all these things, you guys are not paying attention. You guys, the same reason why Malafia died, because he is activist. He is actually advocating against this Boko Haram terrorism, against this government sponsoring terrorists. Let's hear another response that was given to your so-called elite in the South. Let's hear what response was given to them. Elite. Elite indeed. The people in the light of Femi Fani-Kayode, they are the elite, that the elite of your time. People who vomit and go and back and eat their vomit. Let's pay attention.
We will lead Nigeria the way we have led Nigeria before. Whether we are president or vice president or whatever, we will lead Nigeria. Not because we are better than anybody else. Because if you are doing a democratic game, the vote say vote who you want. We have of the vote. Why do we need to accept a second-class position when we can fight for and get a first-class position? Why?
Good question.
Why does anybody need to threaten us?
Good question.
And cajole us and intimidate us? If you don't bring the presidency here, you will see. Okay, let's see. We are willing to see. But when we get the power,
that is exactly the response that they have, the throwback they have given to these southern people who are wasting their time looking for presidents 2023. You will never smell that seed again. They have taken over Nigeria, and the same thing they are going to be keep doing until they will realize those lands, the land mass for themselves. The only thing that is slowing them down is that in the East, they did not succeed. The only thing that is slowing them down is in the East, they did not succeed. And that is the reason why they want to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stays in the DSS custody. If the East did not create ESN and the West created Amotekun, Nigeria was supposed to be surrendered by these terrorists. You believe that these people will allow you to be the leader again in Nigeria when they have colonization agenda at hand? You are bluffing yourself. You are indeed fooling yourselves. They are already giving it to you in a political language that you will understand if you pay attention. Because you believe that you are doing try and error. That is, you are trying an error. That is what you are trying for 2023. All you South leaders who have mindset that this position of leadership is going to go into your hand. They just placed you in your various states. Those people who are clamoring for presidency, they placed you there just to use you to achieve their aim. Like they have placed Hope Uzodinma, they have built a naval base in Imo State, which is going to be controlled by Fulani. And you come and tell me that this type of people, with the sense that the people of Biafra, people of the South, with your sense, with God created you and give you intelligence. God created you and give you wisdom, but you are not making use of it. Especially those people who call themselves the elite. You are not making use of the wisdom that God gave to you. Rather, the only thing you are doing is chasing after power. Power is being the problem. That is the reason why the colonials, when they're living, they gave you politics. So that you will be busy chasing after things that are not there. At the end of the day, you are being swallowed. At the end of the day, the power you did not get, security you don't get, infrastructure you don't have. Every time you are running to overseas for your medical, your children are studying in abroad. All this shenanigan that you are creating there, all this bloodbath that you are creating, it is not touching you, touching other people, other people's children. Other people's children are being misplaced from their home, displaced from their home, rather. You are clamoring for one Nigeria. You are clamoring for presidency 2023. And you believe it is going to happen. It is not going to happen because you are fooling yourself. Even if it comes, you are not going to win. You are not going anywhere. And they are going to still place their governors in different states. And those governors will believe that when they finish destroying their land, they will come and become presidency. A president, they will come into presidency. But they believe that what they have done, they will fix it when they get to the position of presidency. Because that's how they fool themselves. You see how the Fulanis are doing their divide and rule agenda. Anambra people are telling you that they don't want to be like Imo State. What they happened in Imo State. And they will keep doing this until you come together and know that you have one common enemy. And this enemy is Fulanization, courtesy of British. Because that is the only people that will give British what they want. Without these people, British will never achieve their conquest. They will never achieve their aim. I am going to show you what happened somewhere in Africa. I am going to show you when we talk about revolution taking place, when we talk about revolution taking place in Africa, you believe that it is people are bluffing. If you don't wake up before this revolution, if you don't wake up before this plan to stop this revolution happen, you will never wake up again, and you are going to be swallowed because you are not asking questions. You are not good with asking questions. All you are doing is chasing after shadow, chasing after power, chasing after money. Where is the money? Let us loot. When they get the loan, they give us the share. They are going to give you the share. In the next decade or in the next 2 decades, your naira will stop being in existence, just like a Zimbabwean money, just like Malawian kwacha. You will not be seeing the value of your money. Keep borrowing. You are going to replace your currency denomination into the world power currency very soon, because it will hold no value. So many people believe that borrowing is helping the country to achieve. The reason why they told you that they are bringing or paying the graduate, the program that Buhari presented to you, all those lying and manipulative things they present to you, that they are paying the graduates that have graduated from some certain I didn't follow that news because I know that thing is a fluke. This is how they will tell you, hold on here, we are coming. Make sure you stay put. We are coming. Claiming that these are what they are using the money they're borrowing from to do. But if you ask the youth, they graduated, did you achieve anything from this payment or payout? They will tell you, hell no. They never saw anything. But they will present maybe a few hundred people on the TV for you, because that's what they do all the time. That is how they give you account. They will just create program. They will just create a program like the same what Hope Uzodinma did. going to repatriate people from the northern Nigeria, from the university in the northern Nigeria, telling you that they went to evacuate people from there for his own benefit. He went to bring people from northern Nigeria for his own benefit. His mercenaries. Those are the people he went to bring in the name of they are evacuating students from the north. That is how they will be bringing these wrong people into your community, and they are telling you they are evacuating people from the north. Let me finalize with this.
Because power comes from God. If the North must play second fiddle, say no. But in what game? Please, sir, what are the rules of this game? If the rules of the game say you should vote for the candidate of your choice, vote for the candidate of your choice. If they don't like the fact that it may be a northerner who will emerge as president, too bad. If we want to support a southerner, we will support a southerner because that will be in our own interest rather than in somebody's interest.
They will only support the southerners. If they will be able to find someone like Hope who's already Dave Mahi and place them there. That is the only way they will support the Southerners, which is not going to happen because they don't want to risk it at all. Using these people support it, they will never keep in the their slave to pay everybody from the south. When I talk, if eventually the 2020 is going to maybe perhaps take place, there will be no one who is going to win it. It is not going to be like governorship election. It is not going to be like Hope Uzodinma, Imo State and Supreme Court. This is the leadership of highest order, which they know that if they lose it, that they have lost Nigeria. If eventually they put anybody from the south, they know if they lose it, they have lost Nigeria. That is the reason why they tell you if they want to support, if they want to, they tell you if they want, they are the ones calling the shot, and they owe you no apology, and there is nothing you are going to do about it. That is it. So keep dreaming. I like people with big dreams. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. Because dream, you can dream it as much as you want. You can keep on dreaming. But believe you me, there is no leadership coming to the south. It ended with Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. It ended with Goodluck Ebere Jonathan within the time he became the president. That is where this issue of presidency from the south ended. And believe you me, the presidency of the so-called One Nigeria ended also with this Buhari in Saudi Arabia. The next thing you're going to see is the person who is going to be there and folanize and now He cannot do many things which Buhari used to do. He will not be able to do many things just like Buhari. That is the reason why they are moving it. They are making sure that they play politics with this so-called elite in the South. Play politics to be able to cover their trash that is called the mask wearer in Aso Rock. They want to find a way to cover him in order to remove him. When they remove him, then they will place someone that will not even give you opportunity to ask where is the former president. And that is exactly what is going to happen. You take it or leave it. It is up to you. If you do good, you do yourself. If you do bad, you are doing yourself. Definitely. I'm going to drop this there. Those who have ears, let them hear. Let us move into something else. I am trying to rush and touch on many things. Before we move into the Anambra-ship election, I want to show something because it is in Nigeria. Whenever there is something that is very, very beneficial, that is being done to the whole world, Nigeria will never present it to you. Whenever there is something that is very, very beneficial that is happening in the world, that the world leaders are giving to their people, Nigeria will never enforce it to make sure that it is being given to their citizens. But whenever there is something that is more of conspiracy theory, that is no one that is sure about its safety, whenever there is something that has a lot of insecurity, those are the things that Nigeria is going to enforce. Such as this video I am going to show you now. Everything that is uncertain, they are going to impose it and enforce it on you. You see, during the time of palliatives, they did not impose it and enforce it on you. They did not impose the palliative and give it to you or enforce it on you. But now, they want you to go in there and begin to take in injections like animals. That is what they want you to do. I might not be calling the name because I don't want them to drop my frame. That is the thing they want to be enforcing. Only thing they are enforcing. Even in the United States, this way that they're enforcing it, they have not even confirmed it yet. They have not confirmed it the way that Nigeria is enforcing it. It is only going to be confirmed anytime this week, because they are going to open more things for the people who have complied. That is what they are saying. They have not started enforcing it just like Nigeria is doing, because they are paying attention to make sure that human right is not being taken away from people. Let us see this video.
This is the entrance to the Edo State Government House. The enforcement had no entry. Who have any business to do premises, but are yet to take even the first jab of the COVID-19 vaccine.
You can't go in. No.
Hello, sir.
You understand?
No, matter.
Keep sharing the video. Keep sharing the video. Invite others to join. Invite others to join.
Thank you, ma'am.
Those who could present evidence of being vaccinated had their cards verified by unarmed security personnel.
Are you paying attention?
If they don't have it, they can't work with me. They can't work in my office. Vaccination completed.
The COVID-19 enforcement team was also at the State Secretariat, which is home to several ministries departments and agencies, civil servants were asked to show proof of vaccination before entry.
Imagine that. They are enforcing these things. They are enforcing you to show proof of taking. I know that they are going to drop my frame immediately I talk about what I am talking about. They are enforcing it, but they are not enforcing the law in the border post to make sure that the Boko Haram and Fulanis are not thrown into the country. But they are enforcing you having taking this thing and having the card. Every other thing that is going to be beneficial to you, they are not enforcing it. They are not enforcing to make sure that they mitigate things that are killing you. They are enforcing things that you don't have any business with. Those are the things that they are enforcing. But Boko Haram, Fulani, bandits, Al-Qaeda's in the Maghreb are coming there killing you. They are in your soil killing you, coming through your borders. No one is stopping them. Arms being moved from places to place to them. No one is enforcing the law. But they are enforcing this one because they know that it is not in your benefit. They know it is not in your benefit. That is the reason why they are enforcing it. You do not have the spikes more than they have in America and the United States. You did not feel the spikes more than they have in the southern region of Africa. But you are the first to start enforcing. You are the first to take those that came from India that was rejected all over the world. So what you need to be asking yourself, this government, do they ever mean well for you? Do they ever mean well for you? They don't ever mean well for you. They don't. If they were enforcing in the border post the way they are doing right now, making everybody to present who they are before they cross your border post, just like they are doing here, I don't believe that many people will be dying. Hundreds of people will be dying every day. Hundreds of thousands of people will be displaced out of their homes every day.
Head of communication of the state COVID-19 response
that
team,
is how it is.
Sage, and head of the enforcement team,
they enforce
the exercises
things
for the
that are not worthy of enforcing.
The enforcement of the restriction has started. It's not like
things
it is
that
compulsory
are
to
not
be
worthy
vaccinated.
of
However,
being enforced.
the rule is that
is the
if you
things
do
they
not
are
have your
enforcing.
vaccination card, you cannot access places where
Let's leave these things and run to Anambra State election. Let's run to the interview conducted by the BBC and this Ifeanyi Uba, because Ifeanyi Uba is a very, very manipulative candidate. A very, very manipulative candidate.
Welcome.
There is something I want to decode with this guy. There is something I want to decode to you with this man.
Thank you very much.
Pay very good attention to this interview. Pay very good attention to this interview. While I will be unpacking the mind behind this interview, the mind behind all his answers. and the games of politics that he is presenting to it. Pay attention.
Well, it's been up and down. We started very early, and 22nd or my 22nd birthday, I was already for everybody where they contest. Now maybe I'm the highest ranking politician among all that is contesting now. So I'm a senator
And
that was elected.
It's interesting, say you talk, say among all the candidates, 17 of them where they contest this time, you're the highest ranking politician. Yes. Because some of them, the candidates where I don't talk, say, this election this year, no go they determined by who you be, in terms of how long you don't stay for politics, in terms of the platform where you they contest under. It go they determined by waiting you don't do for the people and waiting you fit do for the people. You agree with those statements?
I agree with you 100%. If it comes to waiting I do for this Anambra state, nobody among all the contestants have done 20%. So I'm not even, I believe it's for the people to determine. But I don't want to boast my ego or try to, showcase myself. I try to get out of that route. But nobody among all the candidates have given Anambra people what I have given to them in terms of employment, in terms of infrastructural development, in terms
of infrastructural development. Nobody have given Anambra people what you have given them. In terms of employment, in terms of infrastructural development. We might be looking into this infrastructural development. You see video going viral on the Anambra Enugu Expressway. He didn't see those things. He was a senator. He never saw those things to make sure that that those road is fixed, because Anambra people are going to drive on it. Enugu people are going to drive on it. Him himself is going to drive on it. They didn't come to make sure that those roads are fixed, but when they come to the media, they keep feeding you with the wrong information, because they know that there is too many gullibles among the people. That's why they keep feeding you guys with this different type of information.
of representation. So as we are going to this election, it's all about Ifa and the people. I'm going to make a public statement, and I'm going to encourage every candidate to make his financial state worth. I am the only candidate, the cleanest candidate among every candidate. I can tell you for sure that you can go back. I gave Amcon over 150 billion. And that's why today nobody can challenge it. I gave them my asset because I invested in line with government policy, and there was a policy somersault. And if you understand,
shift it a little
as the
bit.
company, I said, okay, where is the money that we agreed?
Insecurity for the southeast, including Anambra State. We don't see in recent months situations where government, they attack government facilities, government, they attack government workers, security personnel, where some of them don't even die. As a lawmaker for the National Assembly, what do you do to project this cause to help your people and to get help for them so that government at all levels go to do what they're supposed to?
We make laws. We are not executives. It is the executive that put up structures that fight insecurity. The law we make is to put in or create awareness and talk to people who are saddled with the responsibility. For example, we can raise a motion calling on Nigerian Army to provide security. But it is the government that is in the state that has the mantle to work and fight and make sure that this insecurity is addressed as an executive governor, not as a legislator.
You talk about raising motions. You don't do that.
Doing our own. You can see also about a few days ago, the Southeast Caucus in the National Assembly, we made a statement about the insecurity, and we touched all these things. Outside that, on our own, what we talk about proactive.
I want us to get to where he was asked about Anambra State election and IPOB. Let me fast track the video.
With a solution. One, I believe in Nigeria. Entity. I believe also that we, the Igbos, through the instrumentality of our state government, can make an Igbo a nation inside a mini nation inside the nation.
That is another manipulation.
We have everything as contained in the Nigerian Constitution as a state, a legitimate state, a state that can make what we want. From Nigeria. The one that can
It is very, very sad. They keep blocking and dropping our. But let's pay attention to this guy called Ifan
render account that can be proactive, that can meet the wishes of his people. And that is why I am the only one in this contest that is different from others. And I can say the truth. And that is why I'm the only one by the masses. You don't run a state or try to shy away. Every other person in this state, we have listed in this state, and the people of this state know us. Know me. So if we are going to governorship, they know we cannot allow somebody who has no investment in assets. People know that you have investment. People know that you cannot run away because it's where your wealth, that's where your mind is. You have a governor that has been in this state for 7 years. You can't see one chemist shop, one block pure water industry ascribed to his name, he owned. Why? In this state, I can take you around, I show you a brand new TV house, 5-story building, tallest TV house, building in the whole of Southeast. With close to, I can show you many businesses open. Just like you asked me now, Famcon. I told you, people say, oh, I know any bank. If anybody can show me any bank that will say that Ifan Yoba or company associated with is owing, I won't contest the election. That's the audacity of my position. If you bring one, so what is so when you see people trying to slander or blackmails, we don't go through that. We wash the grassroots, we move into the grassroots.
Okay, Senator, you're a businessman as well as a politician. How much you think, say, the sit at home where IPOB being order make people they observe every Mondays, how much you think, say, it costs the state?
You cannot estimate, it's so much. The trauma also is so much. And the truth about it is that our governors should wake up and engage with IPOB. It is IPOB that gave such order. We'll talk to them, tell them about what we are losing. Do you understand me? Yeah, we are agitating. We must fight for our brother. But we can't also fighting for our brother and suffering our people. Do you understand me?
Listening?
For me, I don't see the reason why we should be sitting at home. The only commerce is what the Igbos are having, are enjoying. We don't have oil, we don't have anything, we don't have water, we don't have landlord, we don't have, we are not landlords to so we are more people. So the business we are doing here is what gives us, daily life.
You don't have oil because your oil is being handled by the North, Fulanis. And apparently those oil that are in Biafra land, you don't have it. It is being managed by the Fulanese and Britain in the British in Europe. So you are saying you don't have oil, you don't have this, you don't have that. The sit at home must continue. If they don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the sit at home must continue. It will continue eventually, not even because the people are being possessed by the spirit of Biafra. The sit at home will continue. Because whatever you guys are bluffing and bluffing yourselves, you guys are making the biggest joke of yourself. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released to change what he said, it is only him that has the power to say, stop the sit at home. It is only him that has the power to say, Anambra State election must be held. If he is not released, how do you then think that people are going to come out? When you have called people to stop sitting at home, they ignored you.
Our life moving, so we don't need this sit at home. So we must comfort it and then dialogue with them. Let them see reasons with it, because you see things start.
The only dialogue the people on the ground are going to hear from you is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under no condition, because you are busy releasing Boko Haram. Releasing Boko Haram, the terrorists, releasing them and giving them IDP camps, giving them land, giving them food, giving them shelter, giving them security. But the only man that is what just only what he is fighting for. He's in DSS custody. And do you belong in the same city or category or what you calling yourself the Nigeria? Let us hear what you have to say about election in Anambra State.
It's like this. Before you know it, it will enter into another thing. You see some people, they don't even know again. They don't have instruction. They will just be doing something, say they don't talk. And they put fear in people. When you start putting fear in people,
they don't have instruction. They say they don't talk. You see the reason why IPOB leaders need to catch a wake up. The reason why IPOB leaders need to catch a wake up. You need to understand that you don't take decision from a person that you cannot see. This is the reason why you need to wake up and work together and stop blaming one another and stop looking for who is who and this and that. You need to focus on the task ahead. That's the reason why this man is talking about you don't have direction. They don't know who is giving the order. They're just scaring people. That's what he is saying. That you guys are scaring people who are voluntarily sitting at home. These people voluntarily are sitting at home. So many of them were interviewed. They said they are voluntarily sitting at home. That is not because they are scared. But you want to change the story.
People not go invest anymore. I think this is broken. So some people will you raise up something, people now will turn it into something. Criminals will start wearing IPOB clothes. So many things will start happening. They'll start killing people.
He think he's talking to a kid. He think he's talking to his children. He believe he's talking to his children. He's trying to use politics to manipulate this issue. This guy you see, he think he is talking to his kids. But he does not know that he is talking and referring to IPOB. The disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the savior of Nigeria.
So we need to call a spade a spade. We need to tell the world that our brothers that this is not correct.
You talk about waiting the Southeast caucus of the National Assembly decide. Say they talk about the issue of insecurity.
We want to seek for a political solution.
And you all
the issue.
Yes, and one of the issues also say I go closely monitor the case around the arrest and detention of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. What we want to achieve with that?
No, I have been saying it. I said it in my last discussion. We want to know, because our brother is not, wasn't.
He is guilty. He is as guilty as F-U-C-K. F-U-C-K. He is as guilty as. You see, he does not know what to say anymore. He starts stammering. Because he knows that they are the reason why he is there in the DSS custody. These are the people who are the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there in the DSS custody. Because they are they are pursuing their political agenda. He is a senator. He's coming back to become a governor. They will never get tired of power. These evil people, they will never get tired of power. He knows that the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS custody is because of these people who call themselves his people, who call themselves his brothers. That is the reason why he starts stammering all of a sudden, but he's been whining it, rolling it as if it's a written script handed over to him. Right now, they ask him the most relevant question. He started stammering. That is how it is. Pay attention to it. Let me take you back to the question again.
People no go invest anymore. I think this is broken. So some people will you raise up something, people now will turn it into something. Criminals will start wearing IPOB clothes. So many things will start happening. They'll start killing people. So
this guy,
before
I forget, this guy is among the guys who have taken out money bribing IPOB. You see this man, he's among the elite who have taken out money bribing the IPOB, the gullible in IPOBs. You see this guy, he's taking out money bribing the IPOBs. So don't be surprised if you see someone that is preaching God will begin to preach Satan. You don't be surprised. You must know it's the handwork of these people and this guy and his accomplices. You should pay very good attention to it.
Tell the world that they are our brothers, that this is not correct.
You talk about waiting the Southeast caucus of the National Assembly decide. Say they talk about the issue of insecurity.
We want to seek for a political solution.
And you
the issue.
Yes, and one of the issue now also say and I go closely monitor the case around the arrest and detention of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. What I want to achieve with that?
No, I have been saying it. I said it in my last discussion. We want to know, because our brother is not wasn't in Kenya with Nigerian passport. He was there with a British passport. So for them to arrest him there, bring him here, we need to know which document they take care and come. What thing happen? Do you understand me?
They need to know from who. You need to know your brother. Your brother was not carrying Nigerian passport. He was carrying British passport. You need to know. When you see people who are green snake in a green grass, those are the same people. When you see them, you think they're your friend. When you turn back, they are like scorpion. They will stab you at the back. They will stab you into your spine that you will never survive. These are these people. Because he's been put into a situation, a sticky situation. Because he believed that you will be gullible enough and then you will come out to vote for him. He is just being a politician here. Don't even believe in anything that is coming out of his mouth. Because he's just deceitful. The words of Lucifer. Keep paying attention.
Every country that is practicing democracy, there is freedom of speech. It's allowed and enshrined in our constitution. Do you understand me? If our brother is saying anything or talking about anything or saying things, we should not be emotional to use it on him. Do you understand me? Anybody can wake up today and say anything. Do you understand me? He is allowed by the Constitution of Nigeria to say it. Do you understand me? But when you pick somebody when no carry Nigerian passport in a foreign land, then we can ask questions.
So you think the federal
So these questions, why were you not asking this question for the past months? Why were you not asking this question? Just because Anambra State election is fast approaching, now you realize that you need to ask questions. Now Anambra election is fast approaching. You realize you need to ask questions. You believe that all these things that you are creating, all this drama that you are acting here, that you are going to convince IPOB. You can never convince IPOB. Even if you convince those gullible people that you are giving money, you can never convince me. You can never convince the gallant IPOBs, the committed IPOBs. Your words and your manipulative words are not going to have effect on them. You don't want them to sit at home. You don't want them to sit at home, right? You don't want them to stand in solidarity with their leader, which you are saying you will ask question, why was he taken, when even though he's not having a Nigerian passport, but rather he's having British passport. But you don't want the people who are in support of him to sit at home voluntarily. But you are acting now as if you are in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the same people, when they run into the bush, they will scream, they come out on the road and ask who did that. These are the same people. Whenever you're following this type of people, you must know that you must pay very good attention. Don't use only your ears, use your head when you are listening to this type of people, because they are politicians and they are very, very manipulative. Unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and say otherwise, that's the only way the people are going to listen. Otherwise, sit at home continues. Otherwise, there will be no election in Biafra land. As you can see, the angels are already making plans for it. Maybe it is even Fulani bandits to blame the ESN and IPOB. Whichever one, they are doing as a favor. Whoever that is out there is doing the people a favor. Because at the end of the day, God can use your enemy to announce you. That's the thing you need to understand. They can use your enemy to announce you. INEC office in Anambra State was destroyed. INEC office was destroyed. So it is gradually, they will get there. Because I believe you are having a big dream. Let's keep listening.
You have to ask. Now, person, brother, Imbi. Is our brother.
So this issue of insecurity for the South is now one where many people don't think say go fit affect the election where they come for November in terms of voter apathy, because for 2017 INEC talks say now only about 22% of the total number of people will come out to register at last come out to participate for the election. You get this fear, say this issue will affect the turnout for this election?
We should talk to our brothers, the IPOB people. But they know they talk say no election, no, because if they talk say no election, they will come carry them here. They will come impose them impose something where we no want. So we have to tell them the importance. Let them just beg, make them pipe down. We know say they get power. Let them just pipe down. Make we do this election. Make we do this election. Because if we not do this election proper, while I go there, this is Anambra is the head of Igbo nation. Huh? Maybe no, you see Ojukwu house. Maybe they can't come out our brothers say we there here.
Okay.
So, and
Chai.
YPP is the new face of Igbo. We want to take over, and then you know the way IPOB people, all these NSAS people, everybody, all this agitation, we understand because we are close to the masses. We will help to restore everything.
He is very close to the masses. He is very close to many leaders in IPOB. This guy you see is very close to many leaders in IPOB. That is the masses that he is very close to. You see, everything you say will be used against you in the court of law. Because when you listen to these people, you will find exactly what they are up to. For those of you who have the spirit to understand, For those of you who pay attention to your inner self, for those of you who comport yourself before you come in front of the screen to analyze what is happening. Because what we do spiritual things. This is spiritual things. That is why you are being told that the spirit of Biafra have possessed the people. That's the reason why they are staying at home. This, it is very, very important. I might come tomorrow, the spirit guide me in another way that you might not like my presentation because you are carnal. Because there must be different presentation, different kind of presentation. You don't expect me to be more Christian. We are not doing Christianity things here. We are doing spiritual things. If we are doing Christian things, you might not find me playing Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, all these things. But what we are doing here is spiritual things. So when you find me coming out in a different approach or playing my song or playing the songs of Fela Kuti, those of you who are messed up with the Christianity doctrine that you don't even understand yourself, you might start judging me. We are not engaging into physical thing. That's why we are able to analyze the lies of these people. And you are yourself, as long as you are an IPOB member, committed, that is uncompromisable, the spirit will still direct you to do this. Only thing you need to do is pay attention. Pay very good attention. People are using the radio, the University of Radio Biafra, to talk irrelevant things. That radio is a divine radio. It is not just ordinary radio. That radio should be a voice of freedom, not a voice to fight with one another. That radio should be for doing spiritual things that will help Biafra, to keep educating people with regards to things that will take them out of this shackle of neocolonialism and the actualization of Biafra. So if you are the ones getting yourself involved with that, when the anger of the spirit of Biafra is going to rise, you will not imagine how it is going to come to you. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting people's time. Stop wasting people's time. I am not a prophet of doom. I don't take title of pastorship or anything. But I can tell you through the guide of spirit of Biafra, because we do spiritual things. I see many people coming with their premonitions, coming with their there is a lot of things that is happening with this struggle that I do not understand. But I don't want to go into details. People I am referring to know themselves. Change your ways. Stop saying what you are not told to say. Don't do things just because you want to get yourself audience. Do things as you directed by the spirit of Biafra. Then you'll find yourself winning. Regardless of, even if it is one or two people that are paying attention, those are what the spirit give you to pay attention to you. It is not about having millions of people. It is about impacting the lives of people who are paying attention to you. That's it. Let us finalize this.
Okay. I still want to go back to that
we'll call it a day.
where you grant one of the local media organizations recently. For that interview, you talk about the fact, you feel people they misunderstand you and people see you as one kind of controversial person. Why you think, that's
people are so afraid of the blessing of God upon me. They are scared because I'm very independent. Normally, go and check in politics of Nigeria. Now, when Oga finish, you go find one puppet, you give them power. And so, value they reduce. Me, I need name. I need my name. I need to make history. Why is it that whenever you see controversy on my name, you know they last, and you know go see me enter problem? They will come because even Bible made us to know that 10,000 will come, but they will all fall. When they born pikin, they go pinch am, you go cry. Do you understand me? If you are in life, if you're a strong man, you must meet challenges. But what matters is this: which one? One, just tell me one. We don't swallow me. We don't carry me enter court or enter detention. That's nothing. So, and I can tell me one of one, any of them. I will tell you how it has ended, or are the ones that are. So the point is this: is it proper for somebody to use relatively unknown party, enter Senate, became #1 citizen of a district in Nigeria, as you know? He got there, he still stood with that party. Contentment, stability, faith. I know what I am looking for in politics. I am not in politics for what to enter my pocket. And God is blessing me, giving me enough.
Let's stop these lies because I am tired of it. I am going to go to the last but not the least. That one I'm going to just rush it about this man who just died on Sunday. The only man who told Nigeria truth before he died. He confessed the sin of their people before he died. And the only thing that is going to set these northern people free, anybody who was involved in that genocide of 1967, the only thing that is going to set them free from this genocide that is happening to them is to make sure that Biafra is actualized. That was the last word, the last advice he gave to Nigeria before he was killed. Let's pay attention. Let me find those information. Let me find those information. Just give me a minute. Let me get those information. I hope it went in. Let us because it is very, very important that whatever we are doing, we show it on the screen for you to know exactly what we are doing. In case if you are just passing by and joining us, you will understand what we are doing here. It's very, very important. The pictures, or the video rather, keep getting corrupted. Once I copy it, it gets corrupted. Unfortunately, I won't be able to present the picture. But the person we are talking about Obadiah Melafia. Obadiah Melafia. The man who died. That man died of a well articulated special version of COVID 19. A well articulated special version of COVID 19. That's how he died. That's what killed him. If they will be able to present the data, on how he died, there are some controversies that happened. He died in Abuja. In somewhere in a Gwagwarada hospital. That's where he died. And there are some controversies with regards to what played there, because apparently he chose which hospital he wanted to go in Abuja. Then he went to that hospital where he chose to go. When he went to that hospital, I want you to know that whoever that stood up, that has the influence to expose what these people are doing, to expose the evil politics that is being played in Nigeria, that person will be eliminated one way or the other. Their next target is going to be Governor Autumn. Their next target is going to be Governor Autumn. He needs to be very, very careful. That will be their next target, Governor Autumn. If you know he's going to be consistent in fighting for his people, he needs to be very, very careful. That's it. You need to be very, very careful. But for now, pay attention. Because there is a lot of things that transpired when he was in the hospital. Because, okay, let me just read from the middle. It explained that after 3 days of treatment without sign of improvement, he was actually taken to the hospital on Friday. Then he died on Sunday. So, it explained that after 3 days of treatment without sign of improvement, he went to the CBN hospital on Friday, September 17, 2021, where he was shabbily treated, and that it took the intervention of a senior medic who immediately placed him on oxygen and admitted him. The forum added that Malafia was later given the option to choose or the options of choosing 3 hospitals: Gwagwarada Hospital, National Hospital, and EHA Clinic. It said the wife optioned for the third choice. He said the wife optioned for the third choice, and that on arrival at the EHA clinics, the wife was subjected to yet another moment of anxiety as he took a direct order from top management of the hospital to accept him. The forum said after a few hours, the forum said after a few hours of treatment, the EHA clinic told the wife that it was expedient to transfer the former CBN deputy governor, to Gwagwarada, as the clinic was not fully equipped to handle the case. Pay attention. The forum stated that this phone is dying. I hope the phone is gone. So, as I was reading, because the phone is gone, it is just like he optioned to go to EHA, but in EHA they said they must transfer him to Gwagwarada Hospital, and which they took him to Gwagwarada Hospital. When he arrived at Gwagwarada Hospital, if I am not mistaken, the doctor they were supposed to see, I think, was not there at that point in time. The doctor that was supposed to see to him was not there. Then the doctor who was there taking order from international doctor or whoever, they actually even declared him dead. That when one of the family member, I think the wife or the son, called a doctor in abroad, they said they must put pressure on his chest to resuscitate him. They must try to resuscitate him, but the doctor claimed that this man is gone. There is a lot of conspiracy within around that. They, instead of trying to make an arrangement to resuscitate him, because they're supposed to place him on ventilator. He requested ventilator. They must place him on ventilator. The hospital did not. It was in previous hospital he was placed in the oxygen. When they brought him to Gwagwarada, everything began to change. They begin to change everything. So at the end of the day, that is the result of the negligence, because this man was actually, this is actually a planned script given to them to play. In case if you don't know, the easiest way to kill a person is concocting a nice variant, knowing his age, a good variant, knowing his age. Make sure he contract it. Maybe the beta variant, because that one is very, very expensive. Because I know the Delta variant is just highly infectious. So that is what they concocted and gave to him, and make sure that he digests it. That they compromise his health, and they refuse to put him on ventilator. They refuse to try to resuscitate him when he passed out. They refuse to try to resuscitate him just because of one thing. He told the truth. Just because of one thing. He told you that the government is the one funding and sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria, in Kaduna State, or Jos, or whatever. He said he didn't want to mention the names of the people who are involved. He did not want to mention the names of the people who are involved. But we know those people whom he was supposed to mention. We know them. And if you are clever enough, you should know them as well. Because El-Rufai will not say that he cannot deny it. El-Rufai. He was the first name he's supposed to mention. But he was scared of his life. Because they know that he has the resources, he has the connections, like he said, the network to get his own informations. That's the reason why they killed him. Because he told the truth. He told them to apologize to the Biafrans for the sin they have committed against mankind. And don't even think that all these things that are happening that the British is not aware or is not involved. They are involved. They are involved. But the only thing that makes me very confident is that when you kill this body, you are moving that person away from their predicament. As long as you know what you died for. There is something I need to give you today. You don't be scared of who will kill this body. This body is nothing. This body is just is a an old car. As long as you don't have freedom, is one of those old cars that you cannot drive for like complete 2 hours without breaking down on the road. That is this body. Whoever that kills it, as long as they kill it while you are doing something reasonable, something that is, it is not about what killed you, it's about what did you die for. That will determine where you are going to find yourself in your next life. When you understand this, you will understand that what you are fighting for does not end here. Like here, what you are fighting for is your future. What you are fighting for is your generation. When you come back, you are going to face it. That is the reason why they say the evil that man does dwell with them. Don't even think that when someone do something wrong, you kill them, they have paid for their crime. That is not paying for a crime. You're just making them to come back fast and pay for the crime. That's the only thing you did for them. The earlier you understand that this body you see, it is not the end of you. Your soul is eternal. You are immortal soul. Your soul is immortal. You can never destroy it. It will always be you. That's why in Biafra land, their culture is unique. That's why they value a male child, because they keep the name of the family running. You don't know the reason why all these cultures are being promoted during those days where you still remember whom you are. You do not understand them, because whatever you do in this world, in this life, you are coming back. You are coming back as a child again. You will not even remember that you've been here before to pay for it in this place. If you killed people's children, you are coming back to pay for it. That is your hellfire. You come back, your children will be growing in front of you. They will be cut off. Just that pain, it is your hell. That is your hellfire. For those of you who believe that, let me go and sell my people, let me go and take money, as long as I make this life comfortable, it's fine. It is not fine. It is not fine. That's why they give you the parable of Lazarus. The parable of Lazarus and the rich man. It is a parable. It is a metaphor. If you understand it, you will understand exactly what I am talking about. It does not mean there is a rich man, there is Lazarus. It is talking about those who know what they died for. Those who know that I am fighting to enter heaven. That's the reason why I died. So, when I am coming back, my soul, the only thing he knows is that he's coming back to make that heaven happen. That's it. That's why you need to remain resolute. You need to remain formidable, uncompromisable. May the soul of Melafia Obadiah rest in power, rest in freedom. If not for anything, for the truth he spoke to the world. His name will live on. For the truth he spoke to the world. At some point he said that they must join force with the South. In case if you've forgotten, with the South to fight their common enemy. But because his people are ignorant, they ignored it. They ignored it. And that is the reason why he was taken out of the picture. That is exactly the reason why he was taken out of the picture. They killed him the same way they killed the president of is it Tanzania? The president of Tanzania, yeah. That's the same way they killed him. That is the same way they killed the president of Tanzania. In case if you are not aware. But those who kill by sword will die by sword. Those who collect bribe are going to die through a bribe that another man will collect on their head. It is inevitable. The freedom is imminent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out of DSS detention is imminent. It is imminent. The leaders do the good choice, make a right call. A word is enough for the wise. Those who have ears, let them hear. Those who do not have, they should keep wallowing in their ignorance. They should keep wallowing in their ignorance. At the end of the day, the book of judgment will be open right in front of you. That is the reason why you have the opportunity, the good and the evil, the narrow and the broad road. You choose one. And narrow is the way that leadeth to life. And broad and beautiful and comfortable is the road that leadeth to destruction. The road of these politicians coming to bribe you, it is very, very broad. The road of these politicians coming to compromise you, it is very, very broad. But the road for you to fight for your freedom, for you to change the mindset, decolonize your people, it is very, very narrow. It is very, very narrow. Narrow is the way. We'll leave it here tonight. Keep doing what you are doing. And it is from me unto you. It is good morning. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. May Chukwu Okike strengthen you. For those of you who are here with good intention, but those of you who are not here with good intention, your intention, you will meet it. It will come back to you. For now, I love you all. Good morning.